question was, how do you make sure you've got passionate people in your company when you're hiring? Just to boil it down. And if it doesn't work out, then what do you do, right? Two things. One, process. Anywhere there's a great process, I adopt it. We've adopted a process called Top Grading. Top Grading is a fantastic book if you're hiring anyone. I forced my whole company to use Top Grading. It's an in-depth interview guide. It's an in-depth concept around how to cultivate your talent, how to make sure you're hiring the right person, and it's a template. So I like books that are very tactical and templates. So we use the Top Grading process. The last thing as a CEO, unless it's an administrative level, I have final say on every hire. So I spend 2 to 6 hours with every new hire personally. And my goal, before they get to me, is they've done the top grading process. So I get to read the 14 pages of notes from the interview. So I know that they have a fit to the role. The last thing to do is they come through me to make sure there's a fit to culture. And when I talk to young CEOs, I beat on that like crazy. Make sure before you make a hire. I mean, it takes us 6 months to make a hire. I could have short-circuited that to 2 and gotten a pretty good guy. And it was harder those 6 months. It was a lot harder because I was juggling more and I had to do more, and I really needed the help on that CEO role. But I got the right guy. He fits culturally. He's got the right background. I know he's going to succeed because we did the homework before we gave him the offer letter, especially if there's equity involved. And a lot of young entrepreneurs will toss that equity to get good people and make promises. Oh yeah, you can have 20% of the business. Come on, be my VP of sales. You're great. Read Top Grading. Commit yourself to understanding what you want your culture to be. If you want it to be innovative and fast moving, don't hire a CFO from a company that was growing 1 or 2% a year. Just don't do it. They might be great with QuickBooks and they might know how to do a mean spreadsheet, but that disconnect will end up hurting you, especially if you're talking about equity. So CEO, make sure there's a cultural fit and is held accountable to that. And then the Top Grading book is fantastic. Top Grading was written by the guy, Ron Smart, who put in the system for GE. Everybody's read about the GE Pareto curve, bottom 10%. That was Top Grading. It's not that hardcore, believe it or not, but it's actually a very, very good system. Yes.